Hello and welcome to Whilton Marina. Here we have Aliss. Aliss is a 55-foot cruiser style narrowboat built by Burton Narrowboats and fitted out by Canal Side Joinery. In the front we can see we have the gas locker. Following around, quite a nice little cratch board and top plank. No cover, but they're very nicely set up. Hinge cratch board, so you can hinge either side back if you want access easier to get to your gas locker, etc. In the well deck we have this little storage locker, mainly at the moment being used for mooring equipment, etc. Also the water filler and breather. Little point there for an aerial for your television, and there's actually a radio aerial on the roof as well. Once we come inside, as we can see, we have plywood linings all the way around, so ceiling, cabin sides and the lower sides. At the very front we have a nice little solid fuel stove by Arada and a pair of Valiant fans, etc. Steps, and to the side a small storage container, cabinet, obviously point on top for the television, etc. and a bit of storage internally. At the moment we've got a little bit of paint in there and some electrical bits and pieces. Following around, have a converting sofa that will convert to a bed, etc. Carry on down, a nice little dinette with storage underneath the seating area. Following along, radiator to the left here, and more storage, and all important wine rack. Storage in here. This is where the water pump and the accumulator is mounted, so nice easy access to get to those. Continue along, we can see within the galley a Venette hob, Venette cooker and plenty of storage cupboards, etc. Drawer for your cutlery, and even more storage below the hob. Storage below the oven, and a little bit above as well. Cupboards, etc. Shelves, sorry, on the left hand side there. Carrying across the other side we do have the kitchen sink, also a filtered tap for drinking water, and again more storage under the sink. We have a Shoreline 12-volt fridge with freezer compartment, obviously the fire blanket and all the necessary safety bits from that. Carrying on down, we've now got a little wardrobe area, a little bit of hanging space, shelf on the top, and following down a lift out panel in the bottom which gives you access to get to the bath pump. Very good, very nice to be able to get to it nice and easily instead of having to be on your hands and knees and trying to find it, etc. Nice and discreet once the board's back in. Carrying on around the corner, then we come to the bathroom. Nice little sink, radiator again, nice sized shower unit with mixer tap, and we have a Thetford cassette toilet. A little cabinet for your bits and pieces in the bathroom. Door for access to the cassette, etc. Back round in the corridor, down at the bottom here. Following on, we come to a pair of fixed beds in the back cabin. Below this one we have the chlorifier, a little bit of storage at the far side, and below this one is storage completely underneath. Access is lifting the mattress and lifting the panels from below. Carrying on down, more storage, a little cabinet above, both sides, and then a little bit more storage. going right down to the bottom. Obviously here there's a few bits and pieces put in there with the landline, a little pump, etc., and other bits and pieces. Bit more mooring equipment stored behind the steps. And of course now we have a little bit more. We have battery charger, we have a galvanic isolator, the mains tripping, solar panel regulator, and the fuses for the DC circuits, etc. Quite neatly put and out of the way. Following on outside to the cruiser stern, and here we have a Thornycroft Mitsubishi base engine with a PRM gearbox, standard weed hatch and standard stern tube arrangement. We also have then the battery bank, a few paving slabs, a bit of extra ballast, quite a nice neat little setup. Coming back to the outside, and to the left here we have the engine control panel, switches for the headlamp, horn, bilge pump, and obviously your AC input. Nicely, the engine panel does have a cover which clips onto the lug and is lockable, so it's nice and discreet, and you can give it added a little bit of security. Back to the roof, and we can see a little solar panel that's already on the roof between the two mushroom vents. Overall, a nice little boat, 55-foot cruiser, available now here at Whilton. Thank you.